Hello and welcome to today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video. Now in today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video, I'll take a general view of the news cycle which I expect to occur and how it will affect our markets. After which we'll take a look at Lupin, Tata Motors and Reliance Industries. For each I'll share my trading plan whether you're an equity trader or an option trader. Now before we go into all of that, now on the news front, on Friday, America's job reports came in, and okay, the job growth was positive, but everything else was negative. And in fact, if you were watching the markets at that point, you'll see that it's caused a sell-off once the job report came, and that was primarily due to one reason, that February data is not accounting for all the layoffs that happened due to Elon Musk and Trump. So the people are expecting the data to be much worse for March, and that has caused the American market to jitter, and I think it might start jittering going ahead. So that naturally will affect our markets. Now coming to our markets in specific, Nifty, BANKNIFTY, stocks and everything. Now, according to me, last week was a positive one, but I put that fully on the Reserve Bank of India doing its capital injections and the USD INR swaps and everything. So that caused the things to stabilize. And in fact, I think I had even mentioned in one of the videos, near the beginning of the week, me and clients had sold puts and the indexes are in some stocks. All are doing well. By Friday, we had booked out of nearly 70% of the index positions. We took our profits. Why I did so is I don't think that, yes, we can go more up, but I think if we go more up now, it will be like one last push, after which we will enter sort of a box range formation. So at that point, I'll want to have cashed out of these options fully, taken the profits, since we've already taken 70%, and then enter new ones for selling the range. So calls above and puts below. So that's how I'm looking at the market. Now, why I'm saying I'm expecting one last push, then a fall, is simply because of the fact that last week, if the RBI had not come in, we'd continue having a sell-off. They have put a pause to it, but I don't believe the story which a lot of the media channels are even putting the things are hunky-dory. If you remember, these are the same guys who, over the past 6 months when the market has been getting completely slaughtered, were telling people to buy. So according to me, whatever anyone says, we are still in the long-term fall, and any up move is a dead cat bounce, and we're going to get box ranges like what I believe is going to be forming in this. We're going to get up and down, push and pull, after which we'll resume the primary trend, which is downwards. Also, if you look at it, there are a lot of stocks which had benefited from the MSCI rejig in the past, on Feb 28 when the MSCI rejig was done, and you even see those stocks have sold off after that. So even the huge inflows which came in due to MSCI could not save them. So that tells the full story, and that unless the RBI is ready to come in with more capital and continue selling the markets, but they'll literally be burning capital to give FIIs exits and everything. Or even, I believe, even if now they come ahead and like the finance minister has talked about GST rationalization, but I think it's just a talk, there's no action. So I don't think it will stabilize, and even if she was by chance to do it, I think it will do it to stabilize the market for 1-2 weeks, and then we'll resume primary trend of down. So overall, I don't think you should be doing SIPs and all right now. Let the market continue falling in, then you can consider an entry. So now, enough of that, let's take a look at the stocks, and I will share my point of view for each. Now we'll first start with Tata Motors. Now according to me, Tata Motors is approaching a very major resistance, and how I'm going to trade it is pretty simple. Let me in fact try to zoom into this part so I can highlight it in a better way. Now Tata Motors has a very important resistance between 662 and 670. Now, if it's not able to crack above this resistance, then the game is over. But it also has an important support at 630. So how I'm looking at Tata Motors right now, it's a play of between this and this. I will openly say that yes, I am more short towards Tata Motors. I'm going to be using the up moves to most likely sell calls, and up moves at points to also do option buying for intraday to short the stock. So any up move towards this, I'm going to use it to capitalize on for myself, and sell calls. I'm most likely going to even sell calls in March, even in April, because whatever anyone says, the the tax benefit these firms enjoyed from imports, because I've seen a lot of people put out that Tata, what do you call this, Tesla and everything coming in will be a premium segment, but what they're not realizing, if you remove all the input taxes, the Tata cars right now, which are electric, which will be charging the same as a Tesla, roughly. So let's say if Tesla is 500,000 rupees more, the guy buying at that price car will not mind forking in an extra 500,000 to go for Tesla for the image issue. So that is why I'm focusing on the Tata stock, because Mahindra is also a lot of electric, but the most I would say who will get affected by this electric thing if the laws are made, basically tariffs, as Trump says, are rationalized, will be Tata Motors is heavily electric based right now compared to the other firms. So as I said, I'll be using this opportunity to sell calls above this. If by chance it breaks this, then it will rise to there, then it will be the best short. It will just be a very fast fall like we had here. So I'm bearish on Tata. Any up move is a chance to start building shorts in option cells, and then once it forms the pattern, it's an option buy short also to 631, then 600 and 612. That is my view on Tata. May be wrong, but I'm going to put the money behind my mouth, and let's see how things go. After that, let's take a look at Reliance. Now Reliance, I had covered it. Anyone can open my last video on it, and I had shared a support of 1,150 in Reliance Industries. Now, when I shared the support, I had said that I expect that to hold, and it held, and it has created a bounce. Now, why I think Reliance bounces, when I look at it, okay, 1,150 was a strong support, I agree, and it formed on the volumes and everything. But also, when it hit 1,150, because at that point it had come below certain levels in the weekly chart, I saw a lot of CNBC owned by Reliance Industries and all they really pumped up Reliance. So according to me, now Reliance is, after its rise, has met 1,240, and if it rises further, it can hit 1,280. But once it reaches 1,280, then things will start getting shaky. I do not mean it can't go to 1,340, but basically this clean trend can only be till 1,280. After which, if it has to rise to 1,340, it will be very jagged going up. But the real test for Reliance is 1,280. But should you go long or short on it? Now, according to me, as long as it is above 1,212, it is still a long, because this is a very strong bullish bar. So right now, it's a small long to 1,280 according to me. If it's not able to break 1,280, then it's a short back to 1,112. But the minute it breaks 1,112, then it is a clean shot to 1,190 and then 1,150. So my view on Reliance is pretty simple. The candle which it formed on Friday is a very strong bullish one. As long as we are above that candle, things can continue going up. But the minute we break below that candle, it's a clean shot. On the other hand, if we go up to 1,280 and I see weakness there, I'm going to start selling calls in it at that point and come down with it, as that will be the end of this run which has happened. If it breaks 1,280, then it can go to 1,340. So Reliance is a 50-50 trade. It's not clear here, not there, but I am looking at a small up, then a drop in Reliance Industries. Now let's take a look at Lupin. Now, when I take a look at Lupin's chart, according to me, there's some news that's going to be coming, might be in the next 1 week, might be the next 2 weeks, which is not going to do this stock any favors. I don't know what it is, but the chart and the simple price action and the volume data suggests that there is a good amount of big money building a short position in this stock. Now, how do I look at it now? According to me, as of now, it's in the middle of the box range between 2,120 and 1,965. So as long as it is within here, we'll come getting up moves and down moves. The short will clean short for retail will either come once we hit this point or either when we break this point. So that's how I'm looking at it. But when I see the volume data of Lupin, there is a lot of big money coming into a short position in Lupin, which you will not end up seeing in the option chains and everything, because the volume analysis, which I'm including in the indicators and everything, is not looking at option chains, that those are easily manipulated. The real big money will not focus on that simple way of trading. So I see that Lupin, according to me, between 2120 and 1965, trade up, trade down. But the minute it either hits this, it's time to create a short position, or if it breaks this, it's time to create a short position. So that's how I'm looking at it. Now, that's really it for Lupin. And in this video, I might be seeming very bearish, but in August, July, August, you can check the videos then. I was saying I'm selling all my shares, I'm exiting. Most do not listen, and you can see what happened to the markets. According to me, this up move we saw in the markets is infused by fake money, RBI pushing in things in and everything. It's not infused by any real base. So once that money gets drained out of this market, we'll resume the primary trend of going down. That's my view, and let's see if it works out as it has in the past. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. And also, any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you.